Alright, you absolute wastes of space. I really fucked that intro up. Waste of space, wastes of space. Welcome back to Practicing Portraits, an artwod roadmap. Right, artwod is the best platform to learn how to draw from imagination. I'm not a shill. Fuck, I am a shill. I'm not a dick writer. Fuck, I'm a dick writer too, goddammit. I'm not affiliated. I just look. Who am I? I'm Viggy. I've been drawing for 3 years and 6 months now, basically. Fucking crazy. 3.5 years. I can draw like this from imagination, but the fundamentals are 90% of my practice. This is only 10% of my practice, right? I aim to prove anybody can draw along with my own artistic goals. Get your pen, get your paper, and draw along with me. Draw along with me, right? Let's all put in a fuck ton of effort and let's enjoy the drawing process by only focusing on the effort. Right, so what are we doing? We are looking at a portrait, we're encompassing it in a box, we're putting a sphere inside the box, we're putting center lines inside the sphere inside the box in the center plane, we're putting center lines in each visible plane in of itself, diagonal, horizontal, and vertical, right? And that's what I'm trying to visualize. I'm literally building a spatial engine in my mind to hold as a foundation for when I draw features on top of, when I get to drawing simplified versions of the features for portraiture, right? Basically, seeing this is extremely difficult because drawing is thinking, right? I was actually on Janos Jarash. I don't know if anybody knows him. Janos Gerash or Jarash. I think he's German. But whatever. Janos Janos and then Gerasch. Fucking crazy, really good artist. I fucking love the guy. Like, I've been watching him for a few years, right? On and off. And I was just like, he was streaming, so I was just talking to him and shit. And he was talking about automatic drawing, because I'm like, oh, drawing is thinking, right? Because he was asking the difference between drawing and piano. By the way, I've already started thinking again, because the drawing is thinking. I want to make a very clear distinction, because some people might bring up automatic drawing as a counterpoint to whenever I say drawing is thinking, drawing is thinking. Yes, no shit, automatic drawing exists. It's about your goal. Is your goal creative expression, utilizing the fundamentals you already have to not think about those fundamentals and to simply see where your creative expression takes you? Yes. Automatic drawing. Is your goal to actually understand the fundamentals, get better at your technical ability? Drawing is thinking. Personally, for me, I spend more time getting better at the technical ability and less time on creative expression. But when I do creative expression, i.e., automatic drawing, I focus more on just other things like silhouette, composition, not even composition, sorry, design, right? Like function, all those things. And I allow my creative part of me, the balancing of not thinking about the technical rigor of what I'm doing, yet allowing the technical rigor to be the automatic backbone, right? It's essentially serves as a foundation for me to be able to be, creative. I guess that makes sense. Whatever. The point is, that's what your goal is. Is your goal spatial reasoning? Is your goal getting better at your foundations, your fundamentals? Drawing is thinking. Is your goal to be creative? Automatic drawing, right? Exploration. Like, it is a balance to be had, right? So there you go. I think I explained that pretty well. But yeah, draw along. I'm already thinking, by the way. I'm already thinking about the sphere. And I'm really focusing on zooming out. And this angle that I've chosen is actually a very difficult angle. Like, genuinely a very difficult angle. And now that I've understood to myself that this fucking dickhead's face, right? Okay, so his eyes are here, right? His eyes are like in this position, and the ears over here. So one would think that this is the angle of the box, but that is incorrect because this is a curve. This is a plane. This is a diagonal cutout from the actual angle of the box. So what we're actually seeing is this. We're seeing this, and then the eye to ear connection is this, right? So this is actually the angle of the box, right? It's very subtle, but something that I'm constantly noticing that I have to course correct. Right? Basically, what I'm trying to say is you have to account for the plane change of the ear, because you have to remember our face, like this is the front, let's just say, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Whatever, like this. This is the front of our face, right? This is our eye, and let's say, like, this is our ear, right? The box, but it's also happening like this, like it's like this, right? The ear is angled this way, or like the plane is angled this way, and it's angled this way, and the ear is here, and the ear is here. I've been only looking at one part and thinking that this is the angle of the box, right? It's like this, but that's not true because the ear is jutting out this way. So clearly, the diagonal cutout, right? The diagonal subtraction that's occurring, the diagonal what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Sculpting that's occurring, right? The plane change for the ear is this diagonal. Right? For like a lean face, let's just say for like the template face that we're all using currently to understand the loomis or like the plane changes, whatever the fuck, right? So I need to understand that like that plane change is occurring symmetrically relatively on each side, and the box is actually this. Like this is the box, right? It's this corner, and then we're seeing this diagonal, so the box is actually, it's having a cutout at that point where the eyes change to meet the ears, right? That plane change. The fucking face plane change, bro. Shut the fuck up. It makes sense to me. Leave me alone. Maybe it makes sense to you, right? If it resonates, cool. If it doesn't, maybe see how you can make it make sense to you, or find a different explanation for yourself, right? I can't promise that I'm gonna give the exact explanation that everybody needs, right? But anyways, we're already drawing. I'm already drawing in my mind, right? Again, thinking about the box, thinking about the sphere. The main thing is I'm really trying to focus on seeing through the center lines. The big thing I'm not doing right now, or haven't been doing as well, is like I need to understand and see through, right? And I know I say that, but like that needs to be a priority, because I need to be able to see through these like that's not even a good curve, but I need to be able to see through the actual form itself in order to understand where the sphere is, right? Like in order to be like, oh look, that's not even that actually, like that is my sphere, right? Like I need to be able to see and understand that this is actually the form that's being drawn, right? So lots of mental effort. I haven't even started thinking that hard yet, so obviously that's something that I'm going to be working on right now, right? To really see through. And okay, right now, so I'm thinking about the plane, right? I'm thinking about the sphere, you know, and I've actually course corrected. I've already gotten the right plane down, or the right angle for the box down, which is nice, right? But I'm thinking about, and this is a bottom angle as well, because I'm doing 2 bottom angles, 2 top angles, obviously shifting the angle every time for interleaving purposes. Interleaving is just changing the area of focus within the grand thing that you're learning. My grand thing that I'm learning is building this neural engine. The focus within is to change the angle every time, right? So in order for my brain to actually be stress tested whether I actually understand the fundamentals of what I've actually been practicing, which is creating this mental model. Again, art is a working memory skill. Right now, I'm really struggling just to zoom out and to see the sphere, and also see the box, right? Also see the sphere, see the box, and the center plane, right? Because the center plane then has an ellipse inside of it, which is the center line, the center contour line of the sphere itself, and the vertical and the horizontal one. So that is what I'm trying to see right now. And that's amazing. Now I'm there. I'm trying to chunk those like 8 different pieces of information in my mind at once. Right now, I'm really trying to hold it in while I draw this. Oof, this is good. This is really good. This is genuinely, my brain is extremely taxed right now. Extremely taxed, and this is exactly where I want to be. I also need to figure out what the because I'm looking at the reference right now. I'm not looking at the page anymore. I'm figuring out the like how much of the front plane we're seeing. This is a good reference too, because the guy's face is very foreshortened on the other side. Like it's very, like you don't really see this much. It's basically like this is the front plane, right? It's like a lot. See, I didn't even do the diagonal right, but like basically the center line is way off to the right. Like his face is angled like this, and then this is basically where the center line is, right? So that's a lot of foreshortening that's occurring, you know? And that's something I have to figure out too, because I haven't really given myself the opportunity, and I don't have the mental fucking capacity to figure it out right now. So again, I'm really trying to zoom out, really trying to think about all of this, right? My mind cannot think right now, but I'm trying really hard to see. If I see it all, slip and fall. I mean, Attack on Titan isn't even relevant to this, but it's a great song, right? I actually went to see their concert in Montreal, Sim, right? Really fucking sick. But either way, let's start with putting down the line. And again, I need to stay zoomed out while I put down the line. You can see my line suffering. It's a very shit thick line. Really shit thick line, right? But this is what we do. This is what we do, right? And again, trying to zoom out, trying to see. Really trying to see. And again, while I'm drawing this, I'm trying to calculate the center plane as well, right? We definitely do see way more of the side of the face, right? I'm trying to really calculate the center plane. And I'm trying to see I'm zoomed out, I'm trying to see the overall sphere. Might as well make this a little bit bigger, because I haven't been making my boxes as big, and my brain struggles with that. Again, I'm not really seeing the center plane, but now I'm trying to give myself the liberty of seeing the sphere, because now that I've created this box, I'm trying to give myself the liberty of seeing the sphere as well as the center lines that are within it, right? And that is actually what's going to help quite a bit, because again, this sphere, I'm trying to see this, I'm trying to see the center plane, I'm trying to see through the form, right? See through the form, see this center plane, see through the form, and this is what's going to help me understand the center lines and the form in of itself of the sphere. My brain is really taxed right now. Again, guys, and girls, but I really encourage you to keep pushing into this effort that you're putting in, right? Like, let myself be a mirror, let my struggles be a mirror for your struggles, because it is incredibly difficult to do this. Like, it 100% is. Whatever your version of this is, it is. It is. Like, here I am validating you. You're welcome. Fucking like, subscribe. Right? But it is incredibly difficult to do this, right? Like, it's par for the course. You know, if it wasn't difficult, think about it this way. If it wasn't difficult, everybody would do it, right? Like, this path you're on, you should be glad that very few people are on this path. Like, same thing, like, why am I going all this way to build this mental model of something, right? That's gonna take me months. It's gonna objectively take me months to see. And again, I need to take a step back and then reconstruct again. Okay, but yeah, like, this path will take me months. It will take me months to even get slightly better, right? Why am I doing this? And again, I'm zoomed in right now on that line, but I need to zoom out. That's another skill I'm constantly trying to work on right now, is just zooming out. And see, I'm zooming out right now. I'm trying to see the center lines. That's very difficult because I lose, like, it's all about, like, essentially I have to keep the exact proportion and see everything. This is a very wide circle, but now I see that, right? Like, this is a very wide circle. It ended up becoming like this, when an actual perfect circle is like this. Right? Something is more close to that than what I have done, right? But now I know that as a fact. I know that, like, oh, okay, I probably made this a bit too wide. This side plane here definitely made it a bit too wide, right? So I can actually fix this right now by doing this, right? And we'll just have it. Maybe I didn't even fix it that properly, but either way, again, like, while I'm trying to calculate this line, I'm constantly trying to see the center axis here, the center axis here, this the center, the cross lines here, and then the center plane, the center plane. I'm really trying to hold everything together, genuinely everything together. Like, dude, it's amazing how difficult this is. Like, I am so happy, right? Like, you should genuinely get happier. And again, I'm zoomed in on that line, so I lost the entire perspective and all the calculations, but you should genuinely be happy how hard this is, because that means very few people will follow, right? Very few people. And again, here right now I'm thinking about the center plane, and that's based on this cross contour that I'm calculating, right? And I'm trying to calculate this center contour of the sphere, which is this sphere, right? I think this is definitely a better sphere. I don't think it's a perfect sphere, but this is definitely a better sphere. And this is much better. This is actually a pretty good perspective, all things considered, right? Of what I've done, of, like, or compared to the reference. But I'm gonna rest my brain now. I encourage you to do so as well. Oh, I love this. Just this constant effort, constantly grinding my brain. I'm gonna be doing a few hours of drawing today because I want to get my backlog going. Basically, I'm taking today as my day off and just drawing for 3 hours rather than just 1 hour, right? Rather than just doing my coding work. Nobody needs to know my fucking schedule. Jesus Christ. I don't know, I always explain this, but I realize, please rest your brain. All right, wonderful. See, I'm honestly not even that good at trying. Like, I want to be very clear. Like, for me, I want to be in 10 out of 10 discomfort at all times, right? That's my goal. I'm usually only in like 7 to 8 out of 10 discomfort, right? Like, and I have like maybe 10 seconds, like a 10-second moment, like right now, where I'm really trying, you know, to see the sphere, to see the center plane, to see this center plane, to see this ellipse inside of it, to see this ellipse inside of it, to see this cross, diagonal, vertical, and horizontal cross section, this one too, this cross section. Like, I'm really trying to see all of that, like all of that. But the thing is, the second I start seeing all of the cross sections on the visible planes, I completely lose the sphere. And actually, this still isn't a perfect circle. So I made that even wider than I had intended to, than it should have been. Like, in general, it was way wider, right? But this is still a good start, you know? And now that I look at it, the front plane should be a lot more, the front plane should also be smaller. Like, now that I actually look at it, yeah, let me think. Well, I actually got this angle wrong too. This angle is actually, it's more like this. So, like, all these, you know, and then if you can't see that nuance, you know, you have the ability to improve that, right? Like, that's an opportunity for you to be like, oh, okay, that means there's still a lot of things I can notice. And there's still a lot of things I can notice, like, personally for me as well, right? But yeah, we're all capable of just constantly trying at the very least. But I'm going to fix this because it's good to understand where we stand. Funny enough. It's a funny, good joke. Not even a joke, just I noticed the words sound similar and then I was like, oh, that's unique. Haha, that's me. There you go. And is that a better circle? Maybe. Maybe, right? No, it's still a bit too wide. I'm missing something here, but we're gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna keep trying to understand the ellipse. But this center line, this is one thing about foreshortening that I want to understand for myself, because if I look at his face, it's all manipulations, of course. It's all manipulations, and there's foreshortening happening, right? And again, I completely lost the center ellipse and the center plane, the vertical horizontal center plane, and the sphere. Like I'm really trying to be in as much discomfort as possible. Like I'm genuinely trying to be in as much discomfort as possible. But when I start doing these calculations, as you can see here, right? Again, it's taxing your working memory. It's a cognitive endurance skill, right? Like your working memory is always going to be taxed, always. It's just, and the funny thing is, like I feel as if Janos doesn't going back to him, like I feel as if he doesn't really remember that anymore because he's much more advanced. He's genuinely much more advanced, right? So like I feel like he is beyond or like to a wide, like to a notable degree, he is beyond understanding how much effort it is for somebody who's just starting out in the first few years. He's probably been drawing, he said he started drawing at 23, he's 35 now, he's gonna be 36 in June, he was saying. Just random information because like he was talking about it on his stream, right? But what's it called? And I think I got the center wrong here, but we'll have to roll with it. And I'm really trying to zoom out while I do this, but I kept losing the sphere. And again, I'm talking while I'm doing this, by the way. This is activating a huge different part of my brain when it comes to narration. I'm practicing the art of metacognition, right? Thinking about thinking. So I want to be very clear. Like I am literally narrating what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And what I'm doing is extremely difficult. Like try talking while drawing, and then maybe you'll get an idea of how difficult this skill is, right? But I'm also trying to see, while I'm doing this, while I'm calculating this cross section, I'm trying to zoom out and see the sphere and see the center ellipse. Like anywhere I look, just assume anywhere I look, I'm constantly oscillating, constantly struggling to bring it all back together, constantly visualize, right? Like, and when I'm looking here right now, I'm immediately thinking about the center plane, and then I'm thinking about the sphere that's inside of it, right? Same thing here. And then now when I think about that, I'm thinking about, oh wait, but it's encompassed inside a sphere, right? Sorry, ellipse, Jesus, not the sphere inside of it, the ellipse inside of it, and I'm thinking about the overall sphere. You can see how difficult it is for me to explain myself while I'm doing this, right? Because my brain, again, is extremely taxed, and I'm trying to zoom out, but I can only focus on this line right now. It's a shit line too, but I'm really trying to calculate. Like I'm zoomed in right now. My head is like this. I need to zoom out. Everybody posture check, but I need to zoom out. I need to see everything. I need to see everything, and I'm struggling so hard to see anything. And this is, oh, that's beautiful. This output regression. Output regression is when you're putting in all the effort to try to see the thing, but you can't see jack shit, or you can't do jack shit. Like your performance is worse than the input that you're putting in, the effort that you're putting in. That's exactly where you want to be, right? That's exactly where you want to be. But let's see. Now we will start adding the features while trying to visualize all of this fuckery, right? And again, like this, I'm keeping here because I must constantly train myself to ignore all obstructions, because that's an obstruction. That these are all obstructions, right? I think I made this box. This box ended up becoming too small, anyways, right? Because I ended up making adjustments. But again, trying to visualize everything, all based on the biggest thing for me right now is just seeing the and you can tell like this line is slightly off, right? Like compared to that line, because that's converging. This basically the angle that I drew it in, like this line is completely off. And again, I'm constantly trying to see the center line, and I think I got this wrong, right? I think I got this wrong, but there is like some foreshortening happening here, or maybe there isn't, and I just can't interpret it well enough, right? I think the center plane, I drew the center line purposefully further away because I assumed that the center line in of itself had changed. But if you look at it in the context of like there are just an extremely manipulated form with plane changes inside this box, then the center line stays the same. Just the form being that manipulated, and there being like a lot of features hidden, like this guy's like the other side of his face, because his face is lean, like you only see a little bit of his eyebrow, right? Makes me think it is fooling me into thinking that the center line of his face has changed. But if I actually project the box onto his face and I calculate it, being like, oh, okay, no, like if his eyebrow is here, then yeah, the center line is here. It's just hidden because there's his nose in the way, and then he has an extremely lean cheekbone, right? And like fucking like that basically like lean faces in general are a great way to test your understanding of the manipulated shapes or like the manipulated plane, the face, right, with its manipulated planes, with its altered planes inside the box, which is following logic, right? Like it's all following a logic. It's just understanding the logic of the manipulated face, which is just a bunch of plane changes, which fucks with your understanding, fucks with my understanding at the very least, right? But and while I'm drawing this, I'm really trying really fucking hard to see, because I'm also looking at his goddamn, this guy's face. Like, I mean, I keep looking at the portrait reference is what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying really hard to see this, because the main thing I really want to focus on continually trying to see is this, right? Like, the center plane, this center plane, right? And then the ellipse that is the center line of the sphere, right? The two ellipses. I didn't draw that accurately, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. It's like I'm constantly trying to see this, see through the form, see through the form, see through the form, right? And understand the form that I'm trying to see through, right? And it's extremely difficult. I'll always keep saying this. Like I am genuinely in extreme cognitive friction while I'm doing this, right? Because I'm now like I'm actively I'm actively focusing on. I keep having to reconstruct because I keep looking away and I keep looking at the reference, and then every time I look back at the actual drawing, every time I look here, I'm forcing myself to see this entire schema, to see this mental model, to see these calculations, right? And then, also my lines are really shit. And then essentially draw on top of that. So that's why I'm also really trying to zoom out. It's like I'm trying to draw features on top of the schema, right? Like we're trying to draw features on top of the schema. That's the main thing. And yeah, like this guy's lips are also they're like in a different position, right? And his mouth is open because he's smoking a fucking cigarette. Disgusting, right? There you go. Let's see. What a fucking giant ass cigarette. That's a huge cigarette, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. It's got the cigarette there. But yeah, like hopefully it illustrates the point I'm trying to make, which is I'm really struggling to see the schema, by the way. I'm really struggling, especially the center lines. I'm constantly calculating. Like I'm constantly calculating. I'm gonna be very clear. And I'm I'm focusing a lot on trying to zoom out and see everything. Like zoom out, see everything, zoom out, see everything, while also putting the features on top of this guy's face, while also constantly coming back and reconstructing. And I'm in so much discomfort right now, and it feels fucking amazing. It genuinely feels amazing. It is one of the most... It's empowering, right? This is true empowerment, you know? Free the nipple? Free the... free the... I don't have a good thing for this. I want to make a joke because, you know, like free the nipple is supposed to be empowering. You know what I'm trying to say? Is like I was trying to make a joke like free the nipple, free the cognitive endurance skill of spatial reasoning. This looks so bad. This looks so fucking bad. I think I definitely made his features way too small. Or... yeah, his nose is too small for sure. And then because of that, his lip became too small. Yeah, okay. So there's a lot of issues with this, but I'm gonna rest my brain again. Oh wait, no, let me at least get his ear. The very fucking least I can do is get his ear. Right? And you can see how different the features are, because the nose is definitely supposed to be a lot bigger. To a degree. Like a little bit bigger. And the lips were supposed to be coming out here. Right? Or did I just draw his fucking nose, his ears way too big? Yeah, I did draw his ears way too big. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be this big. There you go. That's better. Ignore the other part. But yeah, like this is a lot better. But as you can see, I'm struggling so much to fucking just spatially reason that these features on top of it are becoming a genuine hurdle, which is a good thing. Like these are what makes it even more difficult, right? And then again, like if we just add a little bit more nuance to it, you'll see like, oh look, he has a jaw here. Jaw is going to this side, and then it's coming up here, right? And then that's going up to the ear, right? There you go, ta-da! You know, bring it back. This is the skull, right? This is the skull. It's coming back around here. And that's the neck. Ta-da! Right. Like this obviously shows to me that like there's a lot of things that could be a lot better with obviously like his facial features and all that shit. right? But like I'm just trying to reaffirm to myself that at least it's following the perspective. Like it's not too bad, right? But his features are definitely way too small. But anyways, let me rest my brain. Jesus Christ! Right now, the point isn't even for the features because artwod covers that way down the line, right? Like we learn the features in about technically like 5 exercises or 5 lessons, but I take hundreds of hours per fucking exercise per lesson, so I'm okay. Like I can wait. I'm patient. But yeah, like it's just about the spatial reasoning right now, which is extremely difficult. So I'm gonna rest my brain. I encourage you to do so as well. And then I'm gonna try even harder. Like I really want my brain all throughout today because I'm gonna be doing 3 hours of drawing today. I want my brain to just struggle, man. I just want it to struggle so hard. That's all I want. But yeah, anyways, I encourage you to rest your brain. I wonder if anybody hears me slurping on my coffee like a common whore. Because if you do, everybody boycott Timmy's after you finish drinking it. I don't know why Timmy's being boycotted because I'm ignorant. So if somebody could tell me, I'll be sure to read it and be like, interesting, and then ignore it. Right? Hashtag Viggy proves that he knows nothing except line form and perspective, as I always say. But anyways, everybody, let's get back to drawing. Okay, so like already now okay. See, I keep making this is like a habit that I have to break, which is just seeing this and not seeing all of this. Like I need to constantly. I know it sounds like dodoy, see everything, right? Like no shit. At the end of the day, I need to see everything, right? Everything, literally everything. But you know, and then the fucking ellipse, the sphere. Like as you can see, it's an entire clusterfuck of things I need to see. But I need to really zoom out. I need to really zoom out, and I need to make it so that I genuinely understand what it is that I'm trying to see. So right now, I need it. And this right here, this drawing underneath, this sphere, this form mapping is an obstruction. So, bro, I love this. I fucking love how much my brain hurts. It's genuinely one of my favorite feelings, right? But I need to constantly keep. Bless me, that was a sharp burp. A shirt, as we like to call it. A shirt? No, a sherp, right? Yeah, I need to visualize. Bless me, I need to fucking Jesus Christ, bro, all the burping. I need to visualize, I need to see through the form. So what I need to see more than anything right now is this, right? The planes, the center plane. But again, like, I can't see the center plane without seeing the fucking box, and I can't see the box without seeing the sphere, and I can't see the sphere without having the box encompass it. It's like constantly feeding it into itself. But that's basically what I need to, not vaguely, but intentionally see. Right, and again, right now, like I've been experiencing output regression for multiple days in a row because my brain's constantly being tested of this mental representation, this mental model, this mental schema, right? And again, this drawing is an obstruction. In the background, it's getting in the way of me actually seeing, right? And that is an amazing feeling. That is genuinely an amazing feeling because that tells me that I have all these skills that I can work on over the next fucking however many months, however many years. Like I can be as patient as possible. I've actually accepted, and this is like one of those hallmark moments in my channel where they'll be like, oh, this is the moment where you realize like how much harder art is. Or maybe this is the moment where you simply didn't realize the power of compounding effect. It could be either or. But if I don't do anamorphs, I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna die trying. Like I know I've said this before, but now it's become so much more, and this is actually in the wrong perspective. This is actually in the wrong perspective. This ellipse that I made, because again I was trying to think about so much, but I'm gonna purposefully still make it in like this perspective. It's just gonna be wrong. Actually no, I can't, because like see I didn't even think about it. See, I completely changed the perspective, so I actually need to we just need to change the perspective now, right? But regarding the whole anamorphs thing, right, I've wholeheartedly accepted that art requires a lot more from me, and just in terms of like how good I want to get. So I have to just accept that if it means that I have to give up on my dream, or not give up, but I won't be able to achieve my dream of creating the best fan comic of all time, for one of the best stories in my opinion of all time, I accept it. Because I would rather prove that anybody can draw, and the commitment it takes for that drawing, and just how much effort is involved to myself and everybody else, right? I would rather prove that through sheer effort and consistency and just like taking my time with every one of these concepts, then rush and be like, oh, okay, well, I was just mediocre and I didn't try as hard as I could, right? So this perspective has completely changed, but I need to still try and make it make sense. You know, I still need to try and make it make sense. I still need to see the center line, need to see through the form, right? I need to see through the form, see through. Okay, and again, like this is like a nuance because this has depth, right? So I need to see this. This is a 3D manipulated wireframe on top of the existing sphere, right? So my brain is fucking dying right now because I can't see the box, I can't see the sphere. I'm really trying, by the way. I'm really trying. I completely shifted the perspective. Look at that. Like, this is how you know my mental model for this is so difficult to attain right now, right? And it's been 30 minutes, so I'm gonna not speedrun this, but I definitely want to get this perspective one more chance and to actually do it because I couldn't do it. That doesn't mean I couldn't do it yet, right? And my brain is hurting a lot. It is genuinely hurting a lot, which is why, because I'm trying to see the box right now. I can't see the box. I'm trying to see the sphere. I can't see the sphere, right? Because this angle is still very difficult for me to do, right? So let's see. Oh my god. Okay, no, I actually fucked up the perspective. I just realized I fucked up the perspective because I didn't even see this properly. But it's more like this. It's more like this is what it's changed to, right? Yeah, see? It's more like that. I haven't even seen the perspective properly. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. I literally didn't even see the perspective properly. So we have to make some slight shifts, which makes the wraparound a lot thinner. But at least this way, it'll actually be more accurate. But let me see. I'm trying to see the box. I'm trying to see the box. I'm trying to see the sphere. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Literally cannot see anything. Right? Let's see. Yeah, like this is already inaccurate. Oh my god, my brain is fucking fried, bro. Like I'm actually... Okay, so I need to take a step back. Okay, we need to zoom out. We need to zoom out and see it all, right? We need to zoom out and see it all. We need to zoom out and see it all. Okay, like I'm zoomed in right now, so I need to zoom out again. I need to zoom out and I need to see all of it, right? I need to see through the form, right? Still, that was a mistake. I need to zoom out, I need to see all of it. This ended up becoming a much smaller sphere than I wanted it to be, but I need to zoom out and see the box. To zoom out and I need to see the sphere. I need to zoom out and I need to see the center plane here. I need to see the center contour. I need to see the center contour, right? Constantly keep zooming out, see the center plane, see the center plane, see the sphere, see the box, right? Constantly oscillating. I keep losing it, right? That's a mistake, but it's okay because I made the mistake. I have to commit. Okay, so like this is wrong too. This curve is a bit too much and it's making it seem like it's wrapped around off center, right? But this is something that we just have to deal with. And I'm pretty sure I lost the box and the sphere completely, but I'm gonna keep trying to bring it back, and I keep trying to get the center plane as well, right? And this side is way too long compared to this side. As you can see, this is not a sphere anymore. This is completely incorrect. I love this. I genuinely love this. And the mistakes I'm making are only fuel for my future successes over time, because I'm a fucking idiot, right? I have a lot of trouble seeing, I have a lot of trouble doing, I have a lot of trouble understanding. Like, I'm genuinely a fucking moron. So, if I can do it, you can do it. Right? It helps to think of yourself as not that intelligent, because once you think of yourself as not that intelligent, whether you are or not, doesn't matter. I genuinely don't think I am, though. But whether you are or not doesn't matter, because then it's just like, if you're not smart, what is the only thing you have left? Right? What genuinely, like, if you're not smart, what is the only thing you have left? This actually, both of these curves are completely incorrect. All of these curves are incorrect, right? Like, this is not following this, right? Like, that's not, the ellipse is not following it correctly, because I couldn't view it correctly, right? So this is supposed to be much more narrow. But what do you have left if you don't have if you don't have intelligence, right? That others seem to have? Work ethic. Work ethic, effort, grit, right? Like that's the, look at this, look how shit this looks. Right, work ethic, effort, grit, that is all we have left. And again, I'm trying to see the box, but I've lost everything. You can see how difficult this is. I love this, and this is actually a representation of my mental model, my schema, right? Like just how inaccurate this is. Like this is why my output's gonna look so much worse for a very long time, because I'm more concerned with the actual accuracy of my mental model rather than the pretty result, the pretty outcome of my efforts. And that's what it should always be like, to be honest. That's what it should always be like. Let's see. This is much more of a squished mental model. And again, I'm trying to think about the center line. I'm really trying to think about the center lines. I'm genuinely, I have missed them. Just assume whatever I'm trying to think about, I've constantly lost it. And it's been, as you can see, skewed, warped hundreds of thousands of fucking times. Well, maybe not thousands, but definitely hundreds of times, right? Like it's been, and I cannot see the box. I cannot see the box. I cannot see the box, right? Perhaps we'll need to have a shower. Yeah, see? Fucking garbage. Because I couldn't see anything. I was trying so hard, but I couldn't see anything, right? Like this, first of all, I already fucked up the perspective, but something like this is basically what I ended up drawing, right? Like, it's just not good, you know? And as you can see, I mean, as I can see right now, you know, not only is it off center, my box needs, what the fuck? It needs a lot more, verticality. Yeah, because like this right now is wrapping around but it's inside the box, as you can see. This is separate. This is an entirely additional 3D entity that is wrapping around, right? It is a 3D entity that is wrapping around, has its own box that it's contained in, right? Its own box that it's contained in, but it's following the exact perspective. But that's the thing, that's the nuance that's beautiful and difficult to understand. And you have to remember, this is also an additional thing I have to visualize, right? And calculate, you know, because this is also a box that's inside of this, and that this is, or a plane, this is a plane, which is also a box, right? Projected outwards, has to be in line with the center line, right? Like it all has to be calculated, you know? And then same thing on the right, the left, like on the bottom, right, that the fucking ellipses, right? Constantly have to see this center plane, be like, okay, what is actually happening here? Like genuinely, what is actually happening here? You know, what is the contour? I have to see through, right? And then I have to see this as well and be like, okay, how is it curving around? You know, but this curve, this ellipse is being respected and followed by this additional 3D wraparound, right? But that's difficult to visualize when I'm already trying to visualize this entire fucking thing. It's beautiful how difficult this is. So it'll take me so long to get to. But let me rest my brain and then I'll continue what I was saying earlier, because I keep forgetting because I'm fucking grinding my brain. But this next one, so it's been 37 minutes. This one I may have rushed. I think I may have rushed this because usually it takes me at least 15 to 20 minutes to do one of these. So this next one, we're gonna use the next 23 minutes or 22 minutes and just take the fuck out of our time. I want to be in as much output regression and as much mental strenuous effort as possible. So let's go. I believe in all of us. Let's rest our brains. But yeah, what I was saying earlier about if I have to give up on my, not give up, but if my dreams don't happen, even while I die trying to make them happen, I'm okay with it. I mean, I've always been okay with that. But more than anything, I just want to come to terms with that reality. So I know it may have sounded like complete fucking retardation what I was saying earlier, because I was so focused on trying to see the box, the sphere, and everything. And now, like, I'm really gonna, while I speak, try to really fucking visualize everything. Like, genuinely, right now, we just need to focus on the visualization and getting a solid understanding of that visualization, right? Like, this 3D shape, that's a wraparound, like, I need to see it around the actual, There you go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Right, I need to see it as a wraparound of my actual my schema. Like I need to see it as a wraparound of my schema, right? And that is something, because again, like before I even make this mark, I need to be able, because currently I've been making this mark, but then zoomed in on only making the mark. But I need to make this mark while understanding what it is on, right? And that's the thing, like there's a 3D wraparound, right? There's this 3D wraparound that's going around, and then inside that, right? Like this is a 3D wraparound, and inside that is my fucking sphere, right? Inside that is my sphere, my box, my calculations, everything. So that's something I have to understand. Like they are separate entities. That one is, again, it's a stress test. It's a stress test of what I know, right? So again, I have to constantly see, I have to really, really see the entire box. I'm trying really hard to see the entire box and the sphere inside of it, because this is a test. This is genuinely a test. And again, I know this ellipse is actually pretty off, voice crack, right? But this is a test. It's a test of my knowledge. But yeah, and I'm struggling. Like, I'm not seeing anything right now, but I'm really, really, really trying to see the entirety of it all. But god damn, is it fucking difficult. At least this one's much more accurate to the angle, right? Definitely is more accurate. Oof. Okay, so again, like I need to keep seeing my stress test. I need to understand that there's a 3D layer on top of it. So it's actually down here, and this 3D layer is resting on top of that. I have to understand that. I have to really, really internalize it. And while I internalize it, I have to calculate the positioning of the... Calculate the positioning... What the fuck am I saying, bro? Holy shit, this is so difficult. Calculate the positioning of the ellipse that's being projected underneath it, which is part of this 3D layer, this 3D form that's being wrapped around it, right? I need to calculate all of that. I need to understand it to the best of my ability, right? That's not a good line. I'm okay with that, because right now I'm calculating, right? And let's see, this is actually... Oh my god, holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit indeed. This is... Guys, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm losing everything, but, like, I don't really see the box, I don't really see the sphere, I'm just basically trying to calculate the general center line, but as you can see, this is still this is still an inaccurate perspective, but we're gonna roll with this one, because at least this one is something that I'm trying, I guess, for lack of a better word, right? Let's see, something like this, and that will come up here, right? Well, I'm still trying to fix it, actually. I know I said that I'll roll with it, but I'm still trying to fix it. Okay, that's a bit better, this angle. And again, that's just me, like, I didn't even see anything else, because I was so zoomed in on trying to see that, and it's difficult to see, but this is a skill I'm going to build 100%, to see and zoom out and to understand everything, right? And now again, like, I need to think about the 3D nature of what I'm drawing, right? The 3D nature of what I'm drawing. So, oh my god, my brain is... Like, okay, so right now what I'm trying to see is I'm trying to see the box, I'm trying to see the horizontal center plane and the vertical center plane. Barely saw the vertical center plane until I just mentioned it right now, but I'm barely seeing the box, right? I'm trying to see the correct perspective, I'm trying to see the sphere wrapping around it, but again, this is a stress test. This is literally a 3D stress test of, like, do you actually know how to calculate this? Do you know what you're doing, right? And I know I was going to talk about the whole Animorphs and, like, my dreams and all that gay shit, but you gotta give me a minute, man. I can only be queer when I have no fear, and currently I'm full of anxiety. It's because I'm trying to figure this out. But, okay, so again, as a stress test, this is, let's see, the box, I need to, again, see the edge of my box, right? I need to really, and again, like, I keep making the plane very small in my mind. Like, right now, what I'm seeing is basically this. Like, it's like kind of fragmented lines. That's what I'm seeing, by the way, and I'm not seeing this at all. Right, I'm really not. So I need to constantly remind myself to see this, right? Constantly need to remind myself to see this. And again, I know this ellipse is off because it's so difficult. It's so difficult to think about all of that, right? So I'm well aware, like to the degree that I can be aware. I want you to be aware that I'm aware. What the fuck? But like I know it's very horribly wrong, right? But I need to think about the center line. Oof, and think about the center line is already extremely difficult, right? Whew, okay, this is amazing. This is, again, like, when I finish these sessions, I'm like, oh, I should have just seen everything. Yeah, good job, dipshit, you should have just seen everything. But trying to do it right now, trying to calculate everything, this is a test of my mental model, right? So if anything, we need to get the sphere the spherical nature down, right? Because I'm constantly reconstructing in my mind, right? And trying to see I'm in such extreme discomfort of just trying to see the box and the sphere and the center lines properly, right? And I can barely calculate these diagonal cross sections on each side because I'm just trying to position the box correctly. Oh my god, I'm in extreme cognitive discomfort. So I'm gonna take a break because I really tried to lean into that. We're gonna rest our brain and we're gonna try again. Oh, this is so good, man. This is so good. This is fucking amazing. But I hope it goes to show. I hope it goes to show that literally the thinking is the most important part of studying and learning and practicing, right? Especially in a skill like drawing from imagination, draftsmanship, spatial reasoning. It's all thinking, right? It is thinking, and I think, like, that's not even a pun. I just said I think. I don't know why I keep trying to fucking find connections to words and be like, oh. But by the way, while I'm talking, I'm already drawing again. But I do believe that beginners need to be known, to be told that, to know and be reminded that, hey, like, it is thinking, and you just have to be okay with it. If you did not want to learn a difficult skill, why the fuck did you pick up art? Right? Like, if you came into art thinking you were just gonna stick your dick in it and just figure it out, I'm sorry, bro. You're gonna stay flaccid, all right? And you're probably gonna get some rope burn, right? But or what is it? Rug burn, some chafing, whatever. I was just trying to make a stupid joke. But like, you, my friend, are here because you want to excel, or you want to get good, or you want to get better, right? All of those things, no matter what you want to do, as long as you want to get better, requires effort, right? Strenuous amounts of effort. And strenuous, right? Like, all that shit is not a bad thing, right? If that word stresses you out, then replace strenuous with effort. Replace it with friction. Replace it with discomfort. Replace it with trying. But understand that all of those things are part of the learning journey, right? Like, right now, I am dying inside because I cannot see the sphere, I cannot see the box, and I'm so zoomed in. I need to keep zooming out. To keep zooming out, I need to keep zooming out, right? And I need to, while I zoom out, I need to see the sphere, right? I need to see the box that it's encompassed in, because again, I still end up fucking this angle up, because you can see my brain keeps creating this angle, this front angle, right, instead of this extremely drastic one. So that's a gap. That's a deficiency in my mental model, the representation, the schema that I'm building, right? It is a sheer deficiency. So I need to obviously be able to be aware of that. And while I do that, I need to think about the center plane, right? I need to really think about the center plane, because this perspective has changed, of course, but I still need to think about the center plane and how it's going to wrap around. And maybe this is correct, maybe this isn't, and I'm zoomed in right now, so obviously I need to take a step back and not zoom in so much, but I need to obviously, again, I need to zoom out again, I need to zoom out, see the sphere. This is, again, the 3D representation, the 3D form that's wrapping around, right? And it's extremely difficult to see this. It's extremely difficult, like, because I'm losing the perspective again, right? So I need to take a step back. I need to take a step back and be like, okay, where's the box encapsulated? So you need to understand, I'm constantly trying to juggle like fucking 20, 30 calculations in my mind at all times. Like, literally in my mind at all times. And I'm constantly trying to see through the form, right? And constantly trying to understand, like, what is actually happening, right? And this is a little bit better because I'm again, when I zoom out, I see the form a lot better. When I zoom out, I see the mental schema a lot better. Like, it is better. Is it good? No, but it is better, right? So that's something I'm constantly trying to keep in mind. And like, when I draw these lines, I'm trying to think about the perspective at all times, right? What am I really thinking about right now? I'm trying to constantly differentiate between the schema that I've built, right? The accuracy of the schema that I've built, right? The sphere that's like wrapping around it. I'm trying to think about all of that, while also, like, and again, like, you can see, maybe you saw my hand went like this when it came to this plane, but it's supposed to be like this, right? So I need to constantly adjust that too, right? We need to constantly keep adjusting that while ensuring that it stops right, like, before this wraparound, like that it respects this form wraparound, you know? So much to think about. It is absolutely fucking amazing. It is, like, this is the goal. Hard work, this effort is the fucking goal. Like, that's all I can say. Like, that's the goal, man. That's just the goal, right? I can't see anything, but I'm trying. I'm fucking leaning in to not seeing anything, right? Like, I'm genuinely leaning in, and it is full of extreme friction, and I'm zoomed in on this line right now, but obviously like I'm trying to keep in mind the perspective that I've established, right? Like anybody who wants to get better at their spatial reasoning, use this, do a stress test, be like, look, can I wrap around a wireframe that is perfectly aligned with the logic of the sphere and the box inside of it and the center lines inside the box? The answer is you're gonna fucking struggle, and that's beautiful, right? Like that is actually fucking beautiful. But I think even then, like I've definitely messed up the because I'm trying to think about the sphere, right? I'm trying to think about how this all makes sense. And that's the thing, like that's why the wraparound has to be really, really good, because it has to be able to match the logic of what I'm doing, right? So I'm trying to think about the center line again, right? Again, it's all about the sphere and understanding the center plane of the box. So it's like the box, the sphere, the center plane. The box, the sphere, the center plane's horizontal and vertical, and then the ellipse is inside of it. Constantly just trying to see that. But again, like to see that center, I still have to be able to calculate this center, and I still want to be constantly trying to figure out this cross axis and the bottom cross axis, which I'll be honest, I don't really see at all. Like my mental energy, my mental efforts can only be allocated towards so many things at once, right? But I'm trying to do all of them at once, because that's the beauty of like that. I just love that feeling of just constantly trying to do it all at once, right? So we need to think about how this is going to wrap around, right? This is the front plane, this is the and again, like you notice again, I keep making this angle instead of this very subtle angle, right? So I need to see the correct ellipse, and this is why ghosting helps with that, right? Even though I don't see anything at all right now, I'm really trying to visualize this and I really don't see anything, but that's why we need the ability to visualize, calculate, and then die. Because this is fucking struggle, bro. I actually think I got this wrong too, but no, it's actually because this is not perfectly centered. Like this and this, I haven't centered that as well. It's more subtle. It's like this, and this one's slightly off. It's like this, right? So that is not centered. You can see like this is uneven, right? This space is even. This space, this is relatively uneven. That's relatively uneven. I don't know if any of this makes sense to any of you, bro. I'm fucking dying. This is all you need to know is like I've made mistakes in this is angled and these are not perpendicular to each other, right? Like what I'm trying to say is this center, this horizontal center is like this, but this vertical center is slightly off like that, right? Like I pronounced it a little bit there, but yeah, it's like slightly off like that. When instead it should be perfectly perpendicular, which I'm not doing right now, but you get what the fucking point I'm trying to make. But either way, we have to commit. I have to see the center, and I have to really understand the sphere that I'm drawing around. Right? And whether it is this or not, I have to try my best to understand what it is. Because this is, again, I have to think about the center plane. I'm not trying to half-ass it. Like, I still want to think, right? That's okay. This is still wrong. This is still very wrong. You're gonna see the sphere is not that good. But this is me constantly trying to think about the center plane. And you can see it's actually misaligned as well. And again, output regression. My lines are suffering as well because all my brain energy is going towards understanding the box, the sphere, the center lines inside the box and the sphere, the center planes inside the box and the sphere, the ellipses inside the center planes inside the box and the sphere, right? Like, bruh. Yeah, it's been 53 minutes. Okay, so we really have to take our time with this next bit. This is the most important part too. This is literally the most important part, right? And again, I still got the angle wrong. You can see like this drastic tilt, my brain cannot do. I don't know if I should stick to this because I do want to interleave. Maybe I'll just keep finding more drastic angles. So that way my brain will be forced to reconcile and to create the schema for the drastic angles, right? And that is something that I'm okay with. That is something I actually want to pursue. So yeah, like, I mean, that's interleaving, right? So again, for those of you wondering, interleaving is just, I say just, but it is, I don't know how this works actually either, right? I'm pretty sure I fucked this up. But like what the projection out here, right? Yeah, because it's off perspective. Like this line's also really, really bad. But I'm zoomed in right now. So like interleaving is basically just changing your focus within the holistic topic that you're doing. So for me, I'm building a mental model, change the repetitions, change the angles for my brain to, for the model itself to be stress tested, whether it's accurate. On top of that, I'm stress testing the construction of the model and the consistency of the model by doing this stress test on top of it as well, right? So like all these things are just, like I say the word stress test, maybe that just sounds, like random, but it literally is. Like it's a fucking test that's stressing your understanding, like, right? Like constantly putting it into practice. And right now I need to slow down. I need to see the center line. I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to really, really, really see it. The center plane, sorry. Right? And then I just see the box accurately as well. And then we need to make this curve. Make this curve. I don't know why I got so quiet there, but we need to make this curve, right? Same thing on the other side. I really don't see much. I want to tell you guys right now, like I'm barely struggling to see the box because I'm keep zooming in. So I need to zoom out, I need to zoom out, I need to zoom out. Actually, I'm gonna rest my brain because the whole point is to be able to see it. So once I really reach output regression, we take a pause. You as well, I encourage you, let's rest our brains. But it's amazing because I keep making mistakes in just the construction of this because this angle is so unique that I keep making mistakes. And this is, again, already the wrong angle on like the construction. And that's something I want to keep in mind as well. Because and this is the thing, like while I'm trying to visualize all of this, I also need to keep calculating the center plane in of itself, right? Like I need to keep zooming out. I'm zoomed in right now, but I need to keep zooming out and keep calculating and testing it against my mental model and I'm zoomed in again because I'm drawing this line. But you see how difficult this is? Oh, it's so fucking good, bro. It's so good. Same thing here, right? And actually, it's clear to me that the top is really where I'm messing up because that's what causes it to get so condensed, right? Like, that's what really causes it to get so condensed. So honestly, this should be something like here, right? Something like that. So then, when I'm bringing this outward, this is my sphere, and if I just fix that a little bit, like that already looks a lot better. I mean, it's still, the curve is now wrong. The curve that I drew is wrong, but it's still a lot better, right? There's still a lot of mistakes, don't get me wrong, and again, I need to zoom out, I need to zoom out. And see, like I struggle with these top curves quite drastically. But just that little fix. Again, this top one is still incorrect. Like it's not wrapping around properly. And just understanding the wraparound, I'm struggling with quite a bit. Like quite a bit I'm struggling with understanding the wraparound. But, oh man. Ho man. Ho man indeed. Right? Like this is all so wrong. It's beautiful. Right? This is kind of what I ended up doing. And so the front plane's a lot more pronounced. And that's because I made this too long, or I didn't. Yeah, I definitely made this too long. I don't know. I'm still figuring out proportions, but this is like, again, the wireframe I'm constantly testing for myself, constantly trying to figure it out. Because again, like I need to draw it based on the actual sphere and not on the wireframe, right? Like I need to constantly internalize this as the sphere. That's the biggest distinction right now. That's the biggest hurdle right now, is being like, this wireframe is simply on top. That's it. It's just simply on top of my like the mental model, the mental representation, the mental schema. So that's a huge focus. And again, it like this is only just gonna make my ability to see the schema, to visualize it, to calculate it better at the end of the day, right? So it's a win-win. It's literally a fucking win-win no matter what, right? And yeah, I know the center line's off because you can see it's off by a millimeter here, right? And it's off by fucking like 3 millimeters there and 2 millimeters here. So like all of that adds up. That's why I love the nuance of drawing. But yeah, all I'm trying to see is, and that's off too, but all I'm trying to see is just everything. I'm literally just trying to see everything. And again, like this is my center line here, right? Center contour line. And then if I do the same thing here, this is my center contour line here, right? Vertical and horizontal of the sphere itself, right? And that's the thing, like I keep not seeing how the sphere is attached. The wireframes look off because like in this angle, it's also not even that centered, and it's all completely fucking off center and like completely misaligned. But I clearly struggle with understanding how the sphere sits within the wireframe and how they wrap around, how they interact. So that's another beautiful thing, is like I have to understand the logic of the interaction, right? But oh man, the spatial reasoning. Oh fuck me, so good. 59 minutes, cool, cool. Basically the hour. But I'll be back in like, I mean, for you it'll be days or 3 days, I think, because this was gonna be Saturday's video, May 2nd. I think this is May 2nd video. Yeah. So like, and then what? May 3rd, May 4th, I don't upload because on Sundays and Mondays I don't upload, and then yeah, okay, so 5th and 6th are gonna be the next videos, but it's all gonna be from today, right? But feels fucking amazing. As you can see, I struggle with this angle, these drastic angles. Like, yeah, doing it with the face was fine, but when it comes to form wrapping now, clearly, oh, it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. I love this. I love this. And honestly, and again, it's because of this that I can just draw this from imagination. Again, I want to say, like, everything I say when it comes to me, like, because I get hyped up at the end of my videos, especially if I'm going on some fucking random tangent, right? Oh, by the way, what I was saying before I get to that, oh, actually, no, fuck, let me say this first, is I get hyped up and I say, look at what I can do, blah, blah, blah. It's not to say, look at what I can do, it's basically all I'm ever trying to say, right? Whether, like, my words are filtered through one lens or another, it's just, look at how focusing on form, it makes you able to draw things even if you don't understand the thing. Look at how it makes you able to deconstruct things even if you don't understand if you don't actually have a visual library for that thing, right? Like, I don't actually have a visual library for a jet or a dragon. I don't even have, like, again, my organic forms are fucking shit, as you can see. But because I've been autistically min-maxing form, line, and perspective, and shape manipulation, and drawing complex shapes from imagination, my ability to understand, deconstruct, and memorize more complex shapes, right, gets a lot, like fucking 100 times easier, right? So that's why this is 10% of my practice and this is 90% of my practice, right? It is transferable because, again, I'm not, I guess I'm butthurt, maybe to a degree, or I just think it's funny, right? Because, again, that one comment said, like, bro, just learn the anatomy, stop, you're just pasting symbols on a circle. It's like, no, because that's because you're fucking retarded. Like, you just don't understand the point of spatial reasoning as the penultimate skill when it comes to drawing and draftsmanship, right? Plus, it's probably always a beginner that says that shit. But either way, like, I mean, more power to them. I encourage them, whether, like, what is it? I said I want it. My goal was, if people shit on you or if people say anything negative on this channel, we take it, we say, yes, you're right, and we still encourage them and tell them we believe in them. So yes, you're right, I'm just pasting symbols on a circle, and I believe in you, and good luck to you on your journey. There you go, right? Because I can get riled up, and I'm a shit talker, it's obvious, but at the end of the day, everybody needs to be encouraged to do the hard work and to put their effort in and to enjoy it, right? To genuinely, like, train themselves to enjoy doing the difficult thing, which is what I always encourage, because it is difficult and it is trainable to enjoy the difficult part, right? Like, look at this shit, bro. This is a fucking headache and beyond, you know? I could easily be like, because a lot of people do get extremely frustrated by these things, but I love it, and loving it and attaching dopamine to this is what makes you better. But yeah, like, that's for this drawing, that's what I wanted to say. Or, like, regarding when I just hype up my drawings, I'm not hyping up my drawings, I'm hyping up the power of form, line, and perspective and how effective it is, right? But beyond that, also, regarding, like, the whole Animorphs My Dream thing, is like, I want to see things to the capability that I want to put them through. So, like, with portrait drawing, I want to be able to see this wireframe. I want to be able to heavily manipulate, add layers and layers of perspective understanding. Right now, because I'm on the fucking thick of it, like, I'm in the trenches of this shit, right? It feels like it's gonna take forever, right? This is the same shit I felt when I was drawing fucking ellipses inside a goddamn plane, trying to visualize a plane, right? Trying to visualize a plane, trying to visualize an ellipse inside of it, trying to visualize a cylinder, right? Trying to visualize the box, all that shit, right? Like, same thing. This took me hundreds of hours to visualize and see, you know? So this feels like the exact same thing right now, those hundreds of hours, and I'm only like 50 to 60, oh, I'm actually 80, no, like 60, 70 hours in, because I didn't start doing this until like part 30 or part 40, so I'm like 50 to 60 hours into this. So I have another at least 100, because this is even more difficult. So I just foresee another 100 to 200 hours of this, right? So with that sort of commitment, with that sort of idea currently, I realize now, and I've been realizing, is just like the same sort of effort's gonna go towards figures when I get to figures. Same sort of effort's gonna go to environments, right? So I'm probably gonna be in my mid 40s by the time I'm even like mediocre, right? So I've accepted that whether I achieve or whether I even get to like practicing comics or any of that shit, I will do things the rigorous, hard way, and I will see it through to fruition and continually keep practicing and like obviously doing imagination drawings. But because I want to see things to the rigor and to the like level of refinement that I want to pursue, if it takes me my lifetime, not just with this, but with everything, before I can even draw Animorphs, at the very least, this channel will prove that it takes a fuck ton of work to be mediocre, right? And at the very most, it will inspire people to be like, okay, so this is how much effort he put in to get this. How much effort do I really want to see this entire fuckery? No. He even said that you can literally do half of this and still be really, 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 really good, right? And like apply it to other things. For me, I've just realized I'm so enamored by expert spatial reasoning abilities, by like excellent spatial reasoning abilities, and like seeing like how I can take each concept and just push the fuck out of it, right? That yes, while I'm in the trenches right now, this feels like forever, and it probably isn't, but I'm just saying like this is my mindset now. I've accepted the loss of my dream, the possible loss of my dream, for the chase and the pursuit of excellence within each thing that I'm learning, and accepting however long that takes. So with that being said, as always, it's about the effort. With that being said, as always, I hope you put a lot of effort in. I'll be back soon. And as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me my